My parents are essentially the first customers for this product, and there's a real emotional connection between me and my parents and the product and what the product actually provides me. It provides me a peace of mind, and it makes me worry less about them. So my parents are in their 80s, so I worry about them a fair bit. I do have a brother and sister that do help them once in a while, but we're all sort of separated. Like, for example, I live approximately 40 minutes away from them, and it's mainly highway driving. So I needed something where I could sort of see what they're doing and how they're doing. But I didn't want to put anything that had cameras or anything like that, or something that looked like a camera, like a PIR, because they're quite conscientious of that. And they don't like anything where there's somebody recording their sound. They do have a Google Mini, which they listen to music, but even that, they unplug it when they're not listening. So I can't really use anything like that. But with Caregiver, it doesn't have those issues, and I can monitor them, and I can see how they're doing. It lets me worry less about them because I get to see their activity, how they slept. And one thing I really like is that I can actually see their live motion. So if they're moving around the house, and that sort of gives me a peace of mind at that moment that, hey, they're doing well. And that's sort of what it provides me. One interesting thing we have in the activity is we get to see the last motion. So sometimes if you want to see, oh, are they moving around? You can actually go and look at the last motion, and maybe that's at 10:15, and that helps you understand, okay, there was motion, they're moving around, and then that just sort of provides you assurance that they're okay. So I get to see how they're doing from day to day and if there's significant changes with regards to what they're doing. I also get to see, when they sort of leave the house. And one interesting thing for me is when they come and see me, like they're coming to visit my house, I get to see when they've left and also when they've gotten back, because that gives me sort of assurance that they're doing safe. They left at the time that they're supposed to be leaving to come and see me, and they're home also at the time that I expect them to be home. So with the sleep information, I get to see whether they had a good night's sleep or a bad night's sleep. And if they had multiple nights where it wasn't really good, I would call them and see if there's an issue. And in the past, there was an issue that we had to address, and we sort of discovered it through the sleep application. I worry less about my parents because I receive notification, trending information, and real-time data about them. And it's a perfect solution for them because it doesn't have cameras and it doesn't have PIRs, because some people think PIRs are sort of cameras, and it doesn't have any voice recording. And privacy is really important for them. The other thing that's really good about the product, it's very simple to install. We've got 6-year-olds to install it, and we've got 80-year-olds to install it. And it makes it easy for people to take this system and just place it within their home. And you don't need a special technician to enable it. One thing I really find intriguing is every time I demo this product to people, I love seeing how people instantly relate to the challenges of caring for their parents.